Finding out that my chickenpox scars are permanent kind of just sealed the deal, and it made me question whether I should continue documenting this journey. What do you mean my chickenpox scars are permanent? These chickenpox scars need to go. Unless you have chickenpox scars, you might think that it's like a very trivial thing and I'm making a big deal out of it, but because I've had it for so long, I kind of got used to it. And then I wasn't even aware that I could try and reduce its appearance. Forget getting rid of it completely, it's just about reducing its appearance. But after hearing that even after professional treatment people still had their chickenpox scars, I honestly I wanted to just give up, but I'm not going to. But otherwise I'm going to give myself 12 months, and by the end of the year I hope to have seen some improvement. So let's get straight into the video. Because I started off with a derma roller, that I know that there are much better tools out there to help my chickenpox scars. In my last video I did mention that I plan to invest in a Derma Stamp and or a microneedling pen. Now the Derma Stamp is the premium version of the derma roller, simply because it stamps the needles into the skin in up and down direction, as opposed to the derma roller that basically scratches the skin. That's mainly the reason why so many dermatologists do not like the derma roller, at least for the skin. For the hair you might be able to get away with it, but for skin issues it's a big no. So I'm going to put my hair up and away. I've got my window open. If you can hear anything, I've got my window open, so just ignore that. Right, where's the actual stamp? Ah, right. So whilst I'm documenting my journey, I'm going to see which is the best needle to use, or which is the best piece of equipment to use. There was someone who had gone to get professional treatment. They had microneedling, laser, subcision, which is when they dig out the indented part of the scar, and I think something else, and they said in total all that they had seen is a 30% reduction. Before I go and see someone professionally or at the clinic, I want to do as much as I can at home, just because imagine if you spend all that money and all that time, because these treatments, they're not cheap, and obviously results aren't guaranteed, but to only see a 30% reduction and you've spent if not hundreds and thousands, that's beyond me. I'm gonna be real. So this is the Derma Stamp that I've decided to buy. I bought this on Amazon. It's not by any particular brand, and it says it's a disposable prick needle, skin prick needle. I don't know how disposable they mean, like after 1 month, after one use. But anyway, so the good thing about your Derma Stamps is this part here. Basically you can adjust the size according to whichever part of your face or even your hairline you are trying to target. It starts off at 0 and then it goes up to 3 millimeters, but for different parts of your face you might need to use different lengths of needles. And actually this is a much better investment to make than doing what I've done, which is buy 3 different sizes of the derma rollers. This one is old, but yeah, you end up collecting them just because they all have different sizes that you're not able to adjust, in comparison to the Derma Stamp where you can adjust it all in one go, so you don't need to do all of this. This is my first time using a Derma Stamp as well, guys. Oh, this is what this part looks like. So we are starting off at 0, right, and then we're gonna increase it to 1.5. This is so cool. Look. Okay, can you see? It starts off at 0 and we're gonna go up to 1.5. Yeah, 1.5. Did you see that? So I've got my pot of boiling water that I've disinfected this jug, by the way, but this is boiling hot water. I'm gonna dip it in there. Do you know what's so annoying is that like I'm doing this after work. Don't worry, life update will come soon. But like luckily it's still bright, but it's not like daytime bright. So if the lighting changes or go like weird and grey, that's the reason why. Okay, let me know, would you guys think I should invest in a light? Are we there yet? Is it not too soon? Honestly, hearing that my chickenpox scars are permanent, permanent, do you know what permanent is? Permanent is indefinitely. I had chickenpox in year 6, honey. No, I had chickenpox in like year 1 or year 2, whenever you get chickenpox. So I've just always had them. Because when I frown, it shouldn't do that. Like it, yeah, you can have like 1 or 2 lines, but I've got 4. It's not really what I was aiming for. Anyway, the second thing that you need to do, and 70% rubbing alcohol, and you need to run your microneedle on, or at least in the pot. I'm just going to take some cotton, get my rubbing alcohol. Every time I sanitize my forehead, it gets so tight. This is the biggest scar of them all, and you can, it's really visible and you can see it. So this is the this is the Derma Stamp. I put some rubbing alcohol just at the bottom here because I wanted it to get everything. Like I wanted to sanitize the whole thing. So that can go to the side for a second, and then I'm going to readjust this back because I took all the needles out. So I'm going to readjust this back to 1.5 because I have depressed or sunken scars. It's affected more than just my epidermis, which is like the top layer. It's affected my dermis. To get inside the dermis, I'd need a needle of about 1.5 and onwards. So I'm just going to adjust it to 1.5, and I'm just going to continue to do what I was doing before, which is just, oh, okay, don't mind the residue of the rubbing alcohol, but yeah. Oh, this side is always a bit more sensitive. Ooh. There's no spots or anything around it, so I don't mind if it goes everywhere else. Can you see that? That's just like my first round. I'm gonna try and do like another one, and then because I don't want to irritate my skin too much. The thing is, if I irritate my skin, that's wahala for me. I've increased the needle size to 2 millimeters because 1.5 might be playing it too safe, and I'm feeling the 2. Also, I've got literally like really small holes. Can you see that? Also, the metal type of the needle is stainless steel. I was going to get the titanium ones, I couldn't decide which one to go for, because the stainless steel, out of the two by the way, this doesn't include the gold needles, because there's another one. You can get gold plated needles or gold needles, but out of stainless steel and titanium, your stainless steel was the better one, just because it's more sterile and it's a bit more precise from what I can remember. So yeah, I think, because do you know why? Because I know the next time I do this is going to be in 3 to 4 weeks, so I'm like, I need to milk this, but I don't want to irritate my skin. Anyway, I'm going to sanitize this again. The Derma Stamp is literally just sat in some rubbing alcohol. All I'm going to do is use my hyaluronic acid from The Ordinary. Oh gosh, that is so cooling. Right, well, this is after work hair, so well, thank you for sticking with me till the end of this video. I'm just going to document my microneedling journey in the hope that, I don't know, if you guys are also suffering, I wouldn't want to say suffering, if you guys are also living with chickenpox scars and you want to get rid of them, maybe this might be an avenue for you to explore. Maybe you don't need to do it by yourself at home, and you might want to go into the clinic, but at least like you can see all the options. It would also be really useful and helpful at this point in my YouTube journey if, you know, you guys could let me know if you like this content or what you would like to see. Don't get me wrong, I have so many ideas and so many video concepts that I would love to put out there for you guys, but it's also great to kind of see, to get some feedback. This is like my monthly one-to-one with you. Liking the content, and then yeah, we can just go from there. Anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.